Well, hello, That Oregon Life. We are inside a giant warehouse in Cottage Grove where they make those little plastic tops that go on tin cans like beer cans, pop cans, to keep them together, the ones that don't go around the throats of our animals we want to save.
I think they even have the ones where even like at Costco, if you're buying a big container of two different things and they hook them together, those plastic things that hold things together.
So they're all made here out of mostly recycled milk cartons, milk jugs. And the company has some questions and they're kind of concerned about Lane County specifically and that some of the recycling practices recently. They want to talk with us. We're going to show you the process, talk about their concerns. Again, we're here at Pack Tech, and a guy that we've known for a long time. So this is where they make these. And I'm going to show you what we're talking about right here. These things. This is what we're talking about. You find them on your beer cans, you find them on different cans of products that you buy. They make them right here. And this is Scott Deal. And you are
General Manager.
The general manager of this organization. And Scott and I've known each other for a long time. So show me the plastic. How do you make these?
So we use injection molding presses. This is what the recycled resin looks like. It comes from milk jugs. We use about 10 million pounds of this last year. I think we're going to use about 13 million pounds this year.
So these are milk jugs that are basically, I'm going to be really basic, but ground up. It's a bigger process than that, but you grind up that material and you recycle that to make that.
We buy it from the people that do that. Yes.
I see. Okay. So can you show us how the process works?
Yeah.
Okay, come here guys. I'm going to turn you around.
So we have silos out back that have got 200,000 pounds of resin each in them. And the resin is then passed down through this piping to each of the presses.
So right up in here, guys. That's where the resin comes down.
And then there's our mixing boxes at the back end of this, that if we're making a handle that's got a color to it, coloring gets added. Then the resin goes into that with the red top on it, and pushes measured amounts of resin down into the screw of the press, which through pressure melts the resin and pushes it this direction. And it's squeezed into these molds and inserts.
Nice. Oh my God.
We do our own tooling to make these, so you can see.
See you guys there. Now watch. Gonna go again, no worries. Here you go.
So this is 800 tons of pressure that's clamping together.
So you guys, 800 tons of pressure clamps that together to make that work.
And we try to run these on 10-second cycles so that the resin comes in, gets melted, gets injected into the mold, gets set, then the coolant comes in, cools it so it becomes rigid, gets picked up by the robot, sat on the table, then the next cycle starts. That's all in 10 seconds.
Okay, let's go over this way. Come here, Scott. Okay, guys. So here's what we're talking about. There you go.
Inspecting the handles. There's certain attributes they look for to make sure they meet our standards, and they're packing them in boxes. So when they go to our customers at the other end, they come out of the box oriented in a way that fits the machine that we've built for that customer to apply them to their hands.
Who comes up with this stuff?
We've got some really, really talented people here.
I'm going to get you back a little ways. You guys, I know it's hard to hear because of the machinery. So I'm going to get us back just a little ways here. I mean, that is amazing.
And all this is designed and is specified and is built by people in our company. It's just something I'm so proud of, that we have guys that make the machines, that design the machines to apply these handles, that they use laser switch switches and 3D photography and 6-axis robots, and then we sit out in the lunchroom and we eat tuna salad sandwiches together. You know?
You may be the GM, but the brain power's out here, huh?
Oh, there's no question about that.
So Scott, this is not only taking care of the problem we all learned with the old kind of can tops that got cooked around seagulls' necks and birds, and
we call them bird killers.
Bird killers. So you have corrected that problem.
Correct. We corrected that problem, though it's a better product for the environment. So no question about that. We've reduced the amount of packaging it takes. So if you can think about that triangle, it's reduce, reuse, and recycle. So we've reduced the amount of material that's going into the packaging. It's reusable. You can hang them back up in the stores if you want to, and we recycle these. We have boxes in front of our facilities. We have people mail them to us.
Really?
Yeah. And
so you guys, again, I'm going to show you this. So we also, but you have a concern. I'm going to move you back a little bit, you guys, because I want to talk to Scott, but I want to be able to hear him and make sure you guys can hear what's going on. Because, and for those of you who are not in Lane County, might listen in just because there's some good information here. But you guys get your milk jugs, the product, mostly comes from where?
It comes from Chino, California and Vancouver, British Columbia. So in 2017, we took 93 million milk jugs out of the waste stream and used them as raw material for us. None of that came from our landfill, which is 3 miles down the road here. But we kept San Jose's and British Columbia landfills clean. And something doesn't make sense about that to me. And we are very, very interested in coming into alliances or forming partnerships with other businesses in this community that want to have an impact on the environment, because what we're doing right now is just doing the easy thing, and we're leaving the problem for our kids, our grandkids, their grandkids, and it just isn't acceptable to me.
Because we just found out in Lane County a lot of that stuff is not being recycled anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think I was mentioning to you earlier, if you were thinking about who is one of the best recyclers in the world, I think we'd all think that we in Lane County are.
Right, Eugene and Springfield seem like, and Cottage Grove, you'd think this was where it happened.
And we're not. I mean, what the answer that we hear is that we don't have enough money and we don't have enough people. And then I'll say, but. And they'll say, what do you mean, but? And I say, well, surely there's got to be more to that answer than we don't have enough people and we don't have enough money, but this is what we're doing. What is it that we're doing? And there is nothing we're doing right now.
So you could use those milk jugs out of our own landfill right here.
Yeah, I could use them. And
3 miles away.
And I don't have enough fingers to count all the recyclable materials that are currently just getting dumped into the landfill that we should be pulling out.
So what do we do?
Well, we are working on putting an alliance together of businesses in Lane County who could use the material taken out of the waste stream as a resource in their building. So the newsprint fiber, the corrugate fiber, the probably 15 other kinds of plastic. And if we can create enough people who can create a market for these materials, then I don't know what the answer would be as to why we're not pulling that material out.
So there is a market for it. We could use it, but it's stuck.
I think we can put one together, yes.
All right, you guys. So we're at PackTech. Again, this is new. How long have you been in Cottage Grove? Because you've been in Eugene for a little while.
We started in October, and since October, with these presses you've been seeing, we've produced about 18 million handles here.
You're putting people to work. You're doing your part to protect the environment.
260 employees.
Here? Altogether, both companies?
Altogether, there's probably 47 that work here. These are family wage jobs. These are jobs that all these people are proud of. They're fully benefited. They're valued. We promote from within. We have an employee education assistance program where we'll pay your tuition for you to grow yourself. So we're committed to our employees. We're committed to our customers, and we want to be part of the group that's committed to the environment.
Scott, thank you.
You bet.
I'm going to take you guys back one more time and just show you the machines that are making these before we go, because it is pretty fantastic.
Be my guest.
Thanks, Scott. Thank you. Okay, honey, come here. All right, you guys. I saw somebody on there saying something about it freezing. Was the video freezing up? You can, I don't know if it was or not. Let me show you what happens here. So here you go. Where they're made. All right, so we're at Pack Tech in Cottage Grove. I know it's really loud because we're in the middle of a warehouse with a bunch of machines, really big, expensive machines. We're now going to take off and go across the street to Territorial Seed Company, and we'll tell you more about that over on the other side. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Share this on your page. We'll talk to you in a bit.